Hey, what's going on?
Your inaugural YouTube. It's all downhill from here. But yeah, first time on the keys over here, huh, buddy? Isn't it kind of a little nerve-wracking though? Like people just assume even whoa. Oh, now I can I hear myself in my head here. Sorry about that. The people just assume like even when you don't have a good show, that like you still don't uh like get like flustered trying to start a bad show. You get just as flustered trying to start a bad show as you do get starting a good show. And then,
Yeah, this
the
is my
energy
first
isn't
time,
there.
so it's like I'm just flustered and not, it's like I
Yeah,
always think it's going to be easier to set up than it is.
right. Too. And now we introduce OBS into the mix at some point, and it's like a whole thing too now, huh? Hey, hello.
Oh, that's how Ray takes you out so quickly.
Yeah. You just have to press the button. Wow. So you just did this so you know how StreamYard works. You're just happy you get to know all the little ins and
No,
outs.
this is cool.
Dude, we're gonna get you a logo soon. We're gonna
Like
get
a
you a little
child,
intro,
going to play with a button.
a little intro song. It's gonna be fun. So you have a bunch of topics for us, I hear.
I do. But I did fuck up something. All right. Hey, what do you call it? Let's see. Let's see what we've got. So
Okay.
this would be
So before you, what topic are you gonna do first? So I'm gonna talk about Gino first.
Well, I only have the Gino. I have the Gino, the steel toe talking about Gino.
Okay.
Let's see.
So here, real quick story. I
Can
think
you
I
hear?
told you this. I can't see or hear anything yet.
All right.
You have to hit present on StreamYard.
Sorry.
There you go, buddy. Oh, so click present. Do share screen, and then it'll bring up, and then click window. So there's Chrome tab, and then there's window.
All right.
So present, and then yeah, screen window. So I saw Aaron Berg at Skankfest, and he's walking by. He's got a big cigar, and I go, "Yo, Berg!" And he turns around, and I go, "Gino's fucking retarded," and he literally doubled over laughing. He clapped his hands. He said, "I've been in a Twitter war with him all morning," and not a Twitter war, an Instagram war. And so that was sort of like the highlight of one of my highlights of Skankfest. That was fun. That was good. That was some good fun. It was fun.
You had a good time at Skankfest, right?
Oh, hell yeah, man. I didn't even have a ticket. I had a VIP pass that I never even tried using. But I didn't even have a ticket.
Wow. All right. Hang on one second.
Hello, my name is Dave Serra. If you happen to watch this show, also go to my channel, David Serra on YouTube. I also put out content once in a while. I'm almost at 500 subscribers and soon to be monetized. Guys, in honor of Ray DeVito, I'm going to do a card unpacking right now. This is the 1995 NFL Premier Football Premium Skybox Football 10 trading cards pack. It's worth about $12, maybe, probably $4. And the highest rated card, if it's a PSA 10, the Deion Sanders. And it's worth maybe $50. Hey, buddy, how's it going?
I'm back.
All right.
Sorry about that.
Don't worry, you're good. I did
came home and it was like
unboxing.
50 degrees in my apartment. So I put the heat on and it was like 80. And I'm sitting wondering why I stink like Chad's apartment.
That's interesting.
They want to know about me, you know? Who am I? Do I
wow.
put heat on?
He's just like us.
Yeah, exactly. except older.
Yeah, except older. Trading card
And the Yankees
database.
just won.
Oh, did they now? Did Dodgers play today also?
Yeah, they lost.
Yeah, they did. I saw they were losing, and I wasn't sure if that was yesterday or today. Yeah. Yep. Saw they were losing the second inning, and anyway. Oh well, Dodgers will come back, hopefully. All right. So yeah, Berg was good, and I just opened this pack. We're looking for a Deion Sanders. Ooh, little Junior Seau. How about that, baby?
Wow.
Little Steve Youngaruski, third. Motherfucking John Elway, Agatage.
There's got to be a shit ton of John Elways, right?
Yeah. Brent Jones, 49ers, tight end. Edgar Bennett, Packers, running back. Cornelius Bennett, presumably his brother. What do we got here? James Stewart, Mark Bruner, Eric Green, and Stony Case. Bunch of nothings.
Absolutely.
But we got the. I wonder, those Elways are probably worth $2.50, maybe. Little Junior Seau, probably not worth shit. Steve Young, probably not worth shit. And John Elway, probably not worth shit.
It's funny. I know so little about football, but I dated a girl who was totally enamored of Junior Seau.
Interesting.
And I have no idea why.
How long ago was this?
Very long time ago.
Didn't he? Did he kill himself?
I have no idea. Or I thought he had maybe he did, and then he was like one of the first concussion guys, right? Or the family donated his brain.
I don't think he killed anybody else, though, right? There was something about.
No, he's not. No, I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
I mean, I could Google it, but who gives a shit?
Yeah, Junior Seau.
I'm gonna share a link and let's see if we can. Are you able to see this?
I see that, baby. Oh, our good friend Liam.
Now let's make sure. Well, because it was very exciting to hear you mentioned, and there's a little part in here that I thought was hilarious because Liam asked who I was. Was I the old guy or the fat guy? And I'm used to being referred to as the old fat guy. So it was very exciting.
That's nice of him.
All right, let's see if we can give this fucker, excuse my language, I'm learning. Ray will get mad at me. Let's see if we can hear this.
Yeah, you can't use fucker anymore either. Okay, see now I'm at. Oh yeah, there you go.
Say, please, know the context. Know the context of what I just said. Partner in terms of podcasting. But so you were on MLC, I think Friday night for that 5-hour, as they say, show. And at the beginning, insanity. It was fun though, right? Yeah, I had fun.
I had a good. Honestly, right, you were on it too. I forgot. No,
fuck you.
No, no, I had a great time. You know what, man? I gotta say, like, I do know some people who are like, why do you keep doing MLC? And because it just kind of like is becoming a spiral of hostility for me, and I just never laugh as much as I do on that podcast.
Let's talk about that. That's what spiral of hostility.
That's what it's becoming. Yeah.
Say that again.
I said that's what it's becoming. It's kind of not great, but
let's look at your role in it, though. Let's look at your role in it, Mr. Liam McEnany. So you go on the show with Ray. This was a couple of Saturdays ago, and
Saturdays ago, yes.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm jumping around, and I apologize. It's been a while since I've done this. On this past Friday show, you talked about striking Ray's channel. That's what the fuck
pussy
I'm say. You kind of, and that's a big no-no in the Hackverse, Shitverse, Dabbleverse. All these people have extensive criminal records. Maybe not as bad as ESO's going to have, but
What do we do to make that transformative?
I said pussy really loud. It's fine. So far, all this is just Carlos warming up to Liam, motherfucker, warming up to Liam, and then Liam is like kind of showing him that like that he is like he likes the anger spiral. He was talking about the anger spiral, right? So that what I think he's going to say next is like, oh yeah, that's basically. This is why I think this whole Ray bullshit thing is a work. I don't think he struck his. Did he actually strike his channel? Did Ray get the notice that he struck his channel?
He did not strike his channel, but he did have a video taken down, according to him.
Did Ray confirm that?
No.
Okay, well, let's get Ray to confirm that.
Ray's
He
streaming
probably-
at 11:15, so we have
And
half an hour.
Ray probably wouldn't even realize that one of his channels was taken, one of his videos was taken down. I mean, I'm assuming they'd send you an email. So
I know, but you have
I-
to actually read the email, right?
sure, but also I'm sure that he's got so much spam in his email for fucking sexy singles. Anyway, I'm sure Liam is. I call bullshit on this. I think Liam is. I don't want to call it a work because they don't do works at MLC, but it's pretty darn close.
Well, apparently they do, but I don't think this is a work.
Okay.
For a guy that everybody says has no talent, can't do anything, Ray sure does attract a lot of attention, right? And these guys get really caught up in what Ray says. So let's go.
Yeah, look. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Ray can't take criticism, and he's not excellent at throwing it back. Ray just wants to have a good time with the fun, silly goose comics, and that's fine. You got to find those people and stick with them. They're usually considered alt comics nowadays, but you know, find your little progressive group if you need to, and you'll have your safe space, right? I mean, you're literally dealing with comics. That I went to a party. My buddy Chris Neff, who has done shows with Melton and Earl Skakel and Sam Tripoli and Ari Shafir and Jason Rouse and went on tour with us. But I was at his birthday party on Saturday. It was all comics. It was the nastiest, dirtiest, meanest shit you could possibly imagine. And nobody knows anybody. But as soon as it was like, oh, you're a comic? Oh, and you know, shit on your chest. Your mother's a whore, fisting your dead grandmother. I mean, it's all on play there. Like, you cannot be offended. And I'm not a comic. I'm an open micer. So that should let you know that he's way further into the game than I am.
I was a little surprised. Let's watch this a little bit. We got to say Liam is very, very sensitive here, and I can't figure out. I don't think it's a work.
I think the
you-
sensitive
think
thing is an angle. I think that's like his like personality and his angle, and he's actually like he's a pretty well-spoken guy. He's a pretty educated guy. He reads, you know, he's very literate, and so yeah.
He's talented. I mean, there's no
No.
question about that. Like, you know,
Yeah,
he's
so he's-
talented, and I thought he was funny. I just
But he doesn't like get mad in the same way as other people get mad. Has a very passive aggressive, nonchalant tone about him all the time. So I'm not surprised that he comes off that way in this.
yeah,
book.
I've never met him other than I haven't met him. I've just
Neither have
seen
I.
him on the web, so yeah, that comes up actually.
there's this unwritten rule, I think,
Right.
maybe is written, penned in blood by the mayor, Carl of WATP, that you
Right.
don't strike channels, right? That used to be a thing. That's the
It's
worst thing you can do.
When you go after someone's money, it's an act of violence.
Act of violence.
Right.
Yeah.
So here's the deal, and I'm sure we're going to go into this in a minute because I know other people had thoughts about this, but I'm going to say right now, I'm not actually going to strike Ray's channel. I did have basically, and we'll talk about this, but he
Pause
is
it for a
talking
second.
about family members.
Liam I think Liam likes Ray. I think Liam is in the same position that you are and I are with Ray, which is we constantly tell each other he's just not going to listen to you. He's going to always do his own thing. When you get a semblance of some understanding of something, he's still going to be unreceptive. And I think Liam is this is his version of tough love, in my opinion. So I don't think he's like actually mad at Ray about talking about his mother. I don't think he's actually mad at me about talking about his mother. And if he is, okay, but like he's not. I think a lot of this is showing your teeth.
All right, I don't think so. I have an opinion about the even the threatening of striking of channels. Because what'll happen is he'll say he's going, I'm going to strike, I'm going to strike, I'm going to strike, and he's like, now, well, no, I'm not going to strike, but you're on MLC, and that's like just troll central. So these guys are sitting there, thinking Liam is speaking directly to them.
I never thought about how troll central, like KB really is a fucking troll, dude. I never really thought about it that way. He's just trolling different people. He's just trolling. He's the counter troll. You know what I mean? He's like the counter culture because Carl and Shuli and everybody gets trolls. I've got 10 fans and one of them's a troll.
Right.
So it's going to be 10% of your fan base no matter what. So
but there are trolls, and then there are vicious trolls. There are guys that troll Liam, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
There will be people like
people making documentaries about Liam.
Right, but they're trolling you, right? They're not trolling all the people around you.
But that's just because I'm small beans. They, if one were to get big enough, their trolls will then start to do, and a lot of it does depend on the type of culture. I used to think about this too. Like I used to be extremely against banning people part of the community and stuff like that. And I would never ban somebody for words that they say or whatever like that. But the thing is that sometimes, first of all, you have to curate your own community if you really want to be a serious person in this space. And the reason is because you don't want new people to be, and I didn't say this is coming from Michael Malice. Michael Malice once said this. He said, you don't want new people to come in and see somebody like toxic like that, like in that way, or whatever you deem as toxic, whether that's doxing or, being, having a shit ton of kitty porn on your fucking computer, whatever it is. You have to curate your community how you have to do it. And so if that means the banning people for doxing or banning people for, then so be it. Then, or it can be something as small as constantly quote unquote toxic. So I don't necessarily, me personally, I would never ban anybody for words.
Yeah, I don't know that I agree with you.
And so I would just say that, yeah, I mean, but as far as doxing goes, I'm all about banning people that dox people.
No, doxing, I think is, look, you don't, you're out. The other stuff,
anything else on my book is fine.
You don't.
But I'm just saying that like every content creator, I hate using that word, but every YouTuber or whatever, they're allowed to curate their community as much as they want. And what happens with stuff like Melton and MLC, you get those really rambunctious fans that because you're not doing as much curating maybe. And I'm not saying anything about their fan bases in particular. I'm just
or they're
just giving an example because they can be particularly cruel.
Right. Or they're doing it on your behalf. Right? You didn't ask them to do it.
Sure, and that's why
on your behalf.
That's why. And then it always seems like it's coming from you, like you've sent them, like Trump fucking stand back and stand down or whatever, like, oh, he's the leader of the Proud Boys now.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like it's
because I got I have one of these people whenever I go on Ray's show, and you would think it was Brennan's words. He's just mad at Ray, so he takes it out on me. You know?
Yeah.
And I don't
Oh,
even think he's mad at Ray. I just think he's like a troll. You know? But he's the
yeah.
least hateable person in this.
I
And,
know.
frustrating he is, but you know, hateable? I don't think
No,
so.
hate him. No, I don't
But
think so. All right,
let's
go.
move
Let's go.
forward because I think we
Yeah.
get into something I wanted to talk about.
Members
All right.
of mine in a personal way, and I honestly, I think one of the reasons why I stick with these podcasts is I have a thick skin in terms of like, you can say a lot about me and I don't care. Really, just kind of like, there's nothing mean about me you can't say that Patrice O'Neill didn't say when I was 25. You know,
Do
so
you?
yeah, of course, dude. Patrice was
Do you?
honest.
Oh, damn.
So, or high school, or
You
junior
didn't
high
even
school,
get it.
or grade school. You know, I was a fat kid for a very long time, and I heard it all.
Were ya?
But when it comes to family, I always draw a line there. And
Do ya?
appealing to reason didn't work with Ray, and expecting him to just like understand he should stop didn't work with Ray because he would get high and he would take a gummy, and
Woody.
someone like Dave Sarah would provoke him into ranting about me and my family all over again. So I had one of his videos taken down by YouTube.
How
and
did
I
you do that? Like, what, if I may ask, and maybe we're giving instructions, but people probably
I don't want to
already
give
know.
instructions.
Well,
Because he
what's
doesn't
the
have
reason, though?
instructions,
You have to
he
give.
didn't
You
do
have
it.
to have a reason. You check
I'm gonna
a box
click
when you're
on.
making
Hold
a
on.
complaint.
I don't want to give
Unless-
instructions, but he's going to tell us how he did it.
Hold on. Oh fuck! Did I get rid of the fucking link now too? Fuck. Damn it. Anyway, I might still have the link. I'm gonna click. Is he talking about the episode that I was on with him? Is that the one that he's referring to? We don't know exactly.
I don't think so. I think that's still up.
I think it's still up too. That's what I was to say. Anyway,
I think it's an episode because he said doxing. So is there an episode where in the chat somebody was doxing his mother?
though I don't know. Doxing.
would-
No, I think I was talking about doxing. I don't think he mentioned anything about doxing.
No, he talked about doxing. That's exactly.
Oh, okay,
that's-
okay.
I think it either said it or I'd watched it so many times.
Okay, maybe.
He'll talk about it right now.
Against the video, I would assume.
Well, when he's talking about my family, that's actually a privacy concern.
Okay.
And they take that very, very seriously at YouTube. They don't like doxing, which a member of Ray's chat was doing, and they don't much cotton to, especially a host doxing. I wasn't going to take down KB's channel. I was not going to file a strike against KB's channel, though
Pussy.
that would have been very, very funny. So
That would have
Because
been very funny.
because KB would trash him and fight back.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
You know, and on
Damn,
the
I-
totem pole at which of creators at which I am at the very bottom, maybe underneath the ground holding the thing up.
You couldn't hold up
Liam-
much with your
Liam,
back.
I don't know how high up Liam is, but Liam thinks he's below Brennan, but way above Ray.
I don't think anybody really knows who Liam is. I'm sure he's got friends, you know, in the New York scene. But I think if Liam just started his own show today, like he wouldn't be nearly as big as Ray starting off.
I had never heard of him until Ray brought him on MLC.
No, neither did I. And I've never heard of him either.
Well,
Until he came to the Dabbleverse, until basically that same week that we filmed John in May. That's like kind of when he came into this whole thing.
Yeah, that's actually when he mentions it. He
Mhm.
mentions that. He mentions you come up several times during this interview.
I mean, he knows that I'm playful. He knows that because he knows that like I'm gonna play with him. I'm not gonna go over the line. He knows.
Well,
And
he
he knows that I'm on Ray's side, so like he's
he
gonna
kind
throw
of
me
makes
in
you
there.
out to be a bit of a stalker, Dave. Let's be honest.
I
He's
don't
like,
care.
oh,
That's-
I want to
that's
go
fine.
and hang out with him. He says.
I did.
And then but he's like, I don't even know the guy. I was on one podcast with him.
Okay, that's
I
fine.
have friends I don't see, but I'm gonna
Yeah,
go.
all right.
So, but
Because they don't invite him out. I bet.
of Ray's taken down, and I let him know through his super chats, and I kind of was like, unfortunately, thinking in terms of what a normal human being does, which is they see that they see it's not an empty threat, that it's actually something someone's willing to do, and they say, okay, well, you know what, maybe I'll stop doing that. And I know it's coercion or blackmail or whatever, but I was like, Ray isn't understanding what normal people would understand. Unfortunately, I forgot that he doesn't understand what normal people understand. And when we talked about it on Saturday, he wasn't even listening.
Right. Yeah. He's in this loop, and he's broke.
That's not new, right?
No,
I mean, Ray not listening,
no.
especially
Hell,
when
he's
Exactly.
listening. He just doesn't hear us.
Yeah, he doesn't. It's like he hears but doesn't listen, or whatever the word is.
Oh, you know what? That's actually the better analogy. Yeah, he hears us, but he's not listening.
It's just noise to him.
It's like, well, white man can't jump. He's like, no, you can hear. I don't remember what artist Wesley Snipes was trying to tell Woody Harrelson, but he's like, no, you can hear so and so, but you're not listening to so and so, or you could
That's
whatever it
when
was.
comes to you. But let me ask you another question, and
Yeah.
Kevin Brennan brought this up a lot. If you don't want people talking about certain things, isn't the worst thing you can do is say what they are? When you say, don't talk about this, like,
So-
audience, don't talk about my blotchy zits. But
It's
then
the
that's
Streisand
what,
effect.
yeah. But aren't you doing that over and over and over again?
Dude, again, look, and here's the thing. People have learned very quickly this has been my button, right? It's like everything else.
Long-winded
like
rants.
Doritos bags, you made a joke up top. I barely even registers anymore. I bring a Doritos bag on stream because actually now when I'm in Ralph's and I see party-sized Doritos
I think it's really because they're tasty and delicious.
bags, I kind of laugh to myself. So it's like a lot of stuff.
Do
I
ya?
feel like, but especially since my family are not in this world. A lot of this stuff doesn't go outside this world, but sometimes it does.
But aren't you directing these crazy people to go to the outside world by saying this?
Is absolutely the smartest thing I could have done in the moment was just kind of let it pass and then yell at Ray on the phone immediately after the show. Like that would have been the number one smartest thing I could have done.
Why?
But again, also, and this is just an explanation of what's going on in my life.
No, you remember what we're talking about here, right? The whole Cleveland Clinic and cancer thing. So
yeah.
it's possible I'm misremembering it, but I don't think so. And Liam is going to explain it, but we don't have to. I'll try to fast forward through it. But he says, as I remember it, what happened was Ray. There were Cleveland stuff in the chat. Ray mentioned them. One of them was the Cleveland Clinic. Liam didn't know what the Cleveland Clinic was. And the sorcerer explained what the Cleveland Clinic was. And he said, I think they're famous for cancer treatment. Right. And then then I believe it was Liam that said something along the lines of, didn't your mother die of cancer? Right. Right.
Yeah.
So frankly, I think instead of calling Ray after this, what he should have done is when Ray bounced back at him with your mother and the cancer, which I thought it was appropriate at the time, and I could re-listen to it and be proved wrong. But Liam should have bounced back with, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Right? I shouldn't have brought that up. Like, apologize to Ray. Because I don't think Ray wasn't jokingly bringing up his mother's cancer, either his mother or Liam's mother. So I thought Liam was hypersensitive. So I don't,
Personally, I think that Liam baited him purposely. I don't, or said that just so he can get mad at him later for something he actually doesn't care about. Personally, I don't know the guy. Clearly, we've never hung out. But I mean, what can we say? These are two grown. These are two grown men that need to figure out their fucking their relationship. You and I have got a great relationship. You fuck me in the ass and it's fine. You send me money and fuck me in the ass. Okay. With Ray and Liam, let them figure it out. Liam and I, maybe one day we'll figure it out. But I mean, what can I do? I invited the guy out, so I don't know. But he doesn't drink, so it's kind of boring.
Everyone knows I'm in school. I'm in film school. The film classes are amazing, easy, fun. I have a great time, but I'm going for a bachelor's degree. So right now I'm doing all the GEs that I've been putting off the last couple of years. General education requirements.
Okay.
Philosophy, science, etc.
Wait, how did this turn into a talk about curriculum?
I'm about to explain it to you. You got to give me 1 second.
That's Kinky Loco with the $3.99 super sticker. Thank you, Kinky Loco.
Thank you, Kinky. Don't read a veto on me yet. I'm getting to the point. The point
Oh
is,
yeah.
I'm under a lot of pressure that way because I actually have to study and do the work and stay up late and attend lectures. Also, I've been working full time since the semester started with these various jobs I pick up so I can afford rent.
Yeah, and your mother has cancer. We get it. You're stressed. Pause this.
Living indoors, not next to a treadmill.
I'm over this, dude. I can't listen to this motherfucker anymore.
Did you,
Liam,
but this is my thing. Go ahead. You go.
Blow it up, dude. Blow it all up, Liam. Start from scratch. This ain't gonna work. Grow that beard out and get the fuck off. Let's go. Give closing statements, please.
It's really tough to listen to this guy. You chose to go to school. You chose to do all this. You chose to get into the Dabbleverse, right? And then I'm supposed to feel sorry for you. I don't understand that.
Yeah, I got a 70-year-old mother that can't do anything for herself. I got a father. I got to make sure he takes 4 times his insulins every day. I have a schizophrenic brother that can be very difficult to deal with, to say the least, and will essentially be my child for the rest of my life. Right. Let that sink in. I've gotten rid of girlfriends have left me because they realize, oh shit, you have a child already.
Yeah, I'm not marrying Dave. I'm marrying Dave and his brother.
Yes, Liam, bro. Nobody wants to hear the fucking stop story. Be funny or get off, dude.
I don't mind comedians. I don't mind comedians doing serious interviews and speaking about how they feel and stuff.
This isn't an interview.
I know, but you got to let them go because you get to me, you can let them go. You get to learn about people that way. But I just, this woe is me thing just pervades. I don't know if it's internet culture or just
I got to do GE, so I'm stressed. I already know the next. So you have to, I'm under an unbelievable amount of stress.
But then he's got to make a dig on Ray. Right. But then his dig on Ray is, because he continues this and he said, we passed it, but he said, living inside and not next to a treadmill is a lot of work. And I live in the 3rd most expensive city in the country. These are all choices, right?
Yeah, I get it. And Ray, I understand, is a little bit different. Ray at least doesn't have anybody he's got to take care of. At least he doesn't have these responsibilities. He's just responsible for Ray and making his money and living his day-to-day life. That's what that is. Like, so you can sit there and shit on it. And that's why I tell Ray, just accept the shitting and shit back. But Liam is like trying to be like, I've got all these things to do and I have the burden of USC film school on me, and my mother is going through this treatment, and I got to take my G. It's like, ha. You got a dog too, dude? You got a cat? You got a gerbil you got to take care of, dude?
Yeah, very much the Adam Carolla humble brag, right? Well, I'm in USC film school, so it's difficult for me.
Exactly. Oh God. The humble brag. Hold on. Oh, we got the humble brag. I love a humble brag. Let me tell you a thing or two about the humble brag. Hey, the humble brag never comes with the whatever. I love Carolla, dude.
Yeah, I just what do you call it? This thing. And there's another thing that goes on in the Dabbleverse that makes me absolutely nuts. And it's assuming that your dream is everybody else's dream. Right? We're not going to go through this because I don't want to bore you. I don't want you to scramble your eggs in your head.
No,
but I do want to talk about it. So
that's going to be a good. But hold on. I want to get a drink. Just manage the stream for a second.
I can handle it. There's what? I don't think we have anybody watching, do we? So Let's play this.
Biden. Sorry,
It's-
go ahead.
No, it's the world we live in. I'm in LA. It's the third most expensive city in the United States.
Whoa,
It just is what it is. So I'm under a lot of pressure right now, and normally that's kind of like my fun place where I like, KB's show, all these other Dabbleverse shows. This is like my fun time. But I was, especially Saturday, that week I was not sleeping a lot. So it just kind of snapped, and I just like raged out without thinking.
It was a human, and what we're talking about exactly is whatever. I don't remember the exact show. I guess was it a week ago on a Saturday night?
2 weeks ago. It was a Saturday 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. So and there's the Franklin Sheckler video that details all this, and I encourage people.
I don't know. This is new. I have no idea if I can be seen or heard, or if I'm being seen or heard. But what do we feel about the Sheckler videos? Are they funny? Are they over the top? Does Ray have reason to be mad? I go back and forth on this. I think some of them are funny, and then I watch them and I feel like they're pretty vicious. And edited video can always make you look any way edited video wants you to look. And that's my feeling about Ray. So it's about like Sheckler, right? So they mentioned Sheckler here.
Okay.
And
Good old Frankie Shecks, baby.
yeah, I mean, I think some of his stuff is funny, but if I can see why Ray would get upset at it, right? And not even his videos as much as the commentary on the videos. But look, I can't speak to why Ray goes on MLC, but if I were constantly being pegged as a, child guy and an abuser of women, et cetera, I don't know that I would sit there every week.
You
So
talking
does
about
Ray-
Liam? You
I'm
talking about Liam?
Ray, actually. But
Oh, I thought you were going to say but Ray's got a financial incentive. He's making some money. Liam is not. I mean, he's probably getting paid a little bit by MLC. I don't know how much, but I'm sure.
yeah, I've always heard somewhere in the $150 range, but
So Brandon paid me $50 when I went on there.
mhm.
So I assume that he pays like Chad a good Bill Aruski every time he comes on, at least
Right.
to a bill to 150, depending on how the super chats are. Because I was only on for like 40 minutes, maybe.
I wonder if he'd pay you today.
I know I'm no everybody. If you get asked on to MLC, he will pay you something. I don't doubt that. And I even said too much. I even like in the Venmo transaction, I was like, too much. I don't need that amount of money.
Right.
I even put it out there. I was like, whatever you're paying Stevie Lou, don't. I'll accept $40 an episode for whatever you need me to do. I won't even be on the show. I'll run the ones and twos for you. I'll do whatever the fuck you want. I'll cut clips for you even.
He could
Just give
totally
me-
use a producer now that
Just give
Adam's
me-
left.
Give me $40 an episode and we're clean, baby. I'll make a clip. I'll make a short. I'll fucking be there in the background. I'll correct you. Even if it's at 1:00 on West Coast time, I can do it all from my cell phone if I need to.
I don't look. It's fine. It's fine that he pays. It's fine that he pays people. I mean, look, that's his choice. He can do what he wants. But I don't like. I wouldn't let you hold it over my head, right? Like, it's $150. Go fuck yourself.
No,
And
sure.
I don't need to sit and take your shit. It's like those old movies where they used to shoot at the rummy and then throw them nickels and make them dance.
But you don't understand. Like for Ray, $150 9 times a month is pretty good. 9-10 times a month, let's say he's on. I mean, it's pretty good money for him. Even if he's getting $100 an episode, it's pretty darn good.
But is your dignity worth it? I mean, I don't know. Does Ray? Do you think
It's not dignity.
interferes
That's
with his dignity, or
it's only his dignity because he gets mad at it, Shmuley. You don't get it. This is what this is. This is the game, dude.
so they're just trying to make him mad and get a reaction?
If Ray wasn't the comic and Ray was was a fan of the Dabbleverse and got sort of famous podcasting, I'd say, and even then I'd say no, because this is what this world is about. You can't do any of this unless you expect your address to be fucking out there. You expect, I mean, I only have 500, not even 500 subs. I had a bigger account before, whatever, but I have no following, and shit like that happens to me all the time. So imagine if you have a following. So Ray, you gotta understand. This starts and ends with Ray. I don't want to hear any more bullying. That's the show. That's them. If you can have criticism, Ray, obviously have any criticism, but you can have criticism, Ray, and say, why do you keep going back to him? And I understand that, but you can't get mad at, and it's not his dignity. It's only his dignity because he can't live with it, in my opinion.
And I'm not saying that he should be mad at KB. I'm not saying that he should be mad at Liam. I'm just saying, why would you go on their show? And if it's $150, but you're going on to be made fun of, I guess you have to accept it, right? That's your place.
I understand. I feel bad because of the 2-on-1. It always feels like a 2-on-1. It always feels like everybody's teaming up against Ray. And that's why the fans kind of rally behind him a little bit. Because they don't want to see a fucking beatdown, dude. They don't want to see a massacre. You want to see a good game. But that's why he can't sit on a stream like Liam can for 5 hours. That's why he can't do every single day like Chad does, because he just gets he wants to be KB's buddy. Him and KB were buddies before any of this happened. You only saw the shit talking between them in the back. And you saw a little, and then once this podcasting started is when it all was made public, and then Ray had trouble dealing with that.
Right.
Chad almost had a problem dealing with it because they were so brutal on him with the fucking court. He did his public court thing on live stream. KB did. He fucking, anytime a credit card was brought up, he fucking racked them on it. There was not anytime the term plastic credit card PIN number was brought up, a joke about Chad stealing credit cards was brought up. You know what I mean? For years. So I don't want to hear Ray. Liam's another pussy apparently, but KB doesn't do well with intellectuals.
No.
You know what I mean? He's too nice to them.
He seems to me like he likes these bottom guys, the locals. Like those are the people that he likes. That have had some success in comedy, but that he can abuse. Right?
Exactly. I left a comment on Greg Fitz. Okay, I left a comment on Greg Fitzsimmons's podcast with Jay Moore, and I wrote something like, "KB's gonna watch this and have a hernia," and then I said something else about Jay Moore, but like a positive about Jay Moore, and somebody commented back, why the fuck would Greg care about KB? And then hit a fucking a timestamp of like Jay Moore and Greg Fitzsimmons, like whenever they go to New York, they're hanging out with Voss. I mean, they name literally almost every single New York comic except for KB, and I thought that was a pretty funny, like, back and forth.
Well, Fitzsimmons tried to call KB during the whole Kate Meany stuff.
Oh, really? Tell me more.
When John was going to sue and Kevin was going hard at Kate Meany, and Fitzsimmons called him and left voicemails, and at least two, and I remember he played Kevin played at least one.
Really?
On the show, yeah, like or maybe it was answering, and he was like, "Hey, what's up?" And like, "What's up?" And then Fitzsimmons was like, "You're doing this on the air," and he had no interest in doing it on the air. And, I guess KB and Fitzsimmons used to be friends, which I guess is the story of KB.
Yeah,
life, right?
KB and Attell were friends too, and then I mean, KB got Attell a job, his first job in comedy. KB's older and has been in comedy longer than Dave Attell has. Now, he hasn't been as good or as well known as KB, not as much. But what I was referring to, I mean, I assumed they were friends because KB got drunk one Saturday night after Greg Fitzsimmons dropped his special a month ago or so, and just told him he should kill himself. He had he's terrible special. You're garbage. And then subsequently did the same thing to Dave Attell one night drunk.
Right, the Dave Attell stuff I heard. And then but he went over it sober, and he was very proud of what he had done.
Yeah, because at this point he's making $200,000 sitting home, hit and play, baby. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm gonna look on Playboard. I want to see what the numbers are, but there's definitely been a decline.
Sure. Okay. Well, I mean,
And
last
that was
year
his,
he made two.
and that was the thing when Ray. So Ray was on, and Ray didn't get paid, right? And Ray was telling people. He
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
he
So
didn't get paid,
recently,
he didn't get paid. Yeah,
recently,
just a couple of weeks ago.
how long was he on for?
Say that again.
How long was he on for?
He was on for probably most of the show.
Okay.
And I think it might have been one or two shows. It might have been two. And KB hadn't paid him, and Ray complained to somebody that
Was it the
getting paid.
21st?
So here's the story. So that was what KB said.
Yeah.
I haven't paid him because
Come on, even I know that.
and I'm gonna get my money. And right, but I think in the beginning KB established he was paying people right after they left.
I know, but that's since changed. He doesn't.
Yeah, and
he
you
doesn't
gotta-
pay
and
everybody until the 21st now.
Right, and if you need money,
Yeah.
So it's like, and you're waiting for it. But I don't think Kevin's a guy like you could call him up and ask him.
I think he is.
Do you?
I do. I think he is, dude. I think this is his whole life now, is following his money and making sure his show runs, and that's it. He don't want to do nothing that's gonna fuck up the goose. And because if MLC ends, he has to keep going after people. You don't get it. That's why people super chat and rage bait. That's the only. You can't be like, oh, okay, yeah, Ray's my friend now.
Right.
All right, yeah,
No,
we're gonna talk about football.
I get it. He
Oh
does-
yeah, no, baseball now. No, nobody cares about football and baseball that's following KB. Those 700, 800 followers, the Carlos Dangers, the fucking Kinky Locos. This is another thing, a bad thing about making your super chatters your fucking guests is that they stop paying because they realize they can get in. They're in now. They just pay enough to get in. That's why KB's got to keep a little distance with some of these guys. Like same thing with the MLC. I don't think MLC Legend needs to have the link sent to him. I don't think the Legend needs to have. Like I don't think who the fuck is the Sorcerer, dude? Like this is a tier 3 Patreon Saturday night hang that you pay for. You get one a month. Like have you ever seen those on Patreons? Like they offer those like, oh, if you do the $25 tier.
When I watch,
that's what those shows are.
I watch it. I generally watch it live.
Mr. Kill Everything. Who are these people?
I know.
Where's your name?
But the Mr. Kill, listen, the interaction between Mr. Kill Everything and the Sorcerer was great. I enjoyed it. I like the Sorcerer a lot.
Okay,
because
you're an older gentleman, so it's understandable.
Well, he's also smart. He's a smart guy, and
sure,
he knows these things. And I'm sitting there looking at him, and I'm just wondering, like, what's his end game? Does he just enjoy doing this, or does he think Kevin is insane and he can't wait to write the book?
I don't. Maybe he's got a financial incentive to do this. I don't know. Maybe he's getting paid.
I would. He might get paid for the show, but I don't think he's getting any more money than anybody else. I think he enjoys. I think that he's got a like an intellectual motive or an educational motive. And this is fun because he gets to make.
But the Sorcerer, where did he come from? Like, was he a super chatter? Was he a YouTube?
I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea where he came from.
I couldn't possibly give a shit about any of these people.
Met him in Atlantic City. Very nice guy.
The only person
a giant of a man, but a very nice guy.
I've been following KB since 2017. Bob Levy. I've been watching these shows for 8 years now. At this point, 7 years at this point. So Sorcerer, like these new people, I don't. They're gonna be gone next month. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think is Mr. Kill gone? Did he
He's
ruin
gone.
he ruined his
Sure.
relationship?
Sorcerer will get boring. He'll start saying the same things over and over again. I'm sure he already has. Yeah,
If he
how many
keeps
times
getting
can he,
right, if KB keeps getting the same guests, it's like how many times can
all right, take this
Sorcerer
fat fuck down. I'm sick of
hypothetically
seeing his stupid
analyze?
fucking face. I'm sick of seeing his stupid face. Take this fat fuck down. Let's go.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna do one more and then
That's fine.
real quick, and then we'll get out of here. Because
No, I get it. Yeah, you're right with the analyzing stuff. Like, I understand that. Like, you can be like, why don't you analyze Chad? What does that mean about Chad? Chad's retarded. Is he an alcoholic? Right.
well, yeah, I mean, don't we know that Chad's an alcoholic? I
Yeah,
was
but at
laughing.
least Chad stands up for himself. At least Chad fires back. At least Chad doesn't curl up when either KB or Ray talk shit about like he fires back at KB at least.
Yeah, I was laughing. I was listening to something he was doing today. I think on Keanu. He was doing something with Keanu and Gino in the wedding, and he was going off. We talked about this, right? He was going off about why Chrissy Mara wasn't there.
Yeah. Well, but see, I don't understand how people don't get this yet. You have to go on MLC with the mindset of you have to with a thin veil agree with Kevin on everything. You don't have to agree about every single aspect of Kevin's proposal, but what you can't do is like fucking Greg Fitzsimmons' special was garbage. And then you can't be real, like you can't be Ray and be like, I like Greg Fitzsimmons. What the fuck do you mean you like Greg Fitzsimmons? Like, no. You have to be like,
or if you did,
yeah,
you
it
have
was,
to
it
say
was,
it like,
yeah, you have to be like, yeah, it was a little
"I
rough
thought it
at
was
times, you know?
okay."
Yeah, yeah, I thought it was okay.
You know,
Yeah.
all
I
right.
thought, yeah.
Let me see if I can get this up here. And I don't know why it's not. All right, so I have this one. I screen shared this link, right? And then I wanted to go to another link. And oh, I got it. Look at this. I'm learning. Not really what we want because I'm in the wrong tab. But let's pull this one up.
Buffalo Sabres.
We see we see
Home
Doom.
to America.
See Doom up there?
I said,
Dude, so one night
yeah.
I'm on a podcast
Oh, wow.
with a guy, and we were just talking bullshit, and he goes off on the migrants and the minorities and the
Yeah.
whatever. And I'm brand new,
Us.
and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, I'm stuck. Like I don't know what to do. Right? Like I don't want to upset the guy and get off, but at the same time, I have no desire to be here while you go off on your crazy
Yeah.
right wing.
Oh, great. What are we talk about next? The Jews?
It's crazy. That's my big that's one of the things, like when people say they hate Julie, I never knew until I came on here how much Jew hatred there was. And much of it is
Not Jew
directed at me. I get it.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting people think you're Jewish because
I get it. I get it all the time. I was laughing because I was wearing my Jewish space laser defense
laser-
force today.
Ooh, that's a cool hat.
And somebody
Where'd you
gave
get that hat from? Oh, okay.
Somebody messed, but the problem is they have the logo, and it's a patch that was sewn on, and the patch is too high.
Oh.
So it's like when you wear it, the distance between the brim and the patch.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's like tough to see, so I don't really ever wear it.
I see.
But I have a friend who is in the tribe, and he has the Jewish Space Laser Force. He's got ranks for them. He's got pins. With
No
ranks
way.
and stuff. It's very
That's
cool.
hilarious.
So we'll go into a place and we'll start like our plans for controlling the weather, right?
Yeah.
Or the banking system.
I'd rather control all the cocaine.
I know you would, but you see, the deal is if you controlled the banks, you don't have to worry about controlling the cocaine, right? Because you got plenty of money for it.
You know what? But see, here's the thing: when you're controlling the banks, you got so much more to worry about. Can't they just worry about the cocaine and nothing else?
I guess. I mean, it seems. Look, it's reasonable. I'm not going to argue with you, but so you're going to tell me
Yes.
who
Oh, sure.
Kenneth Pogue is and why I am supposed to be interested in this.
First of all, you better upvote that, Shmuley. So go ahead and upvote that because we love Doom here. And but Kenneth Pogue, he is literally nobody either. He's just a guy that was a chatter in Shuli's channel, fan of the Dabbleverse. He's only been around for maybe a year and a half, 2 years.
Okay, let's watch a little bit of this and then we'll talk about
But
it.
yeah,
And
he
as far
was
as
on BYB a few times. He's just the chatter that just finagled
I
his
know,
way
but he was everywhere for a minute, right? He was on Phil Elmore's show. He was
Mhm.
on like every show that I watched.
Yeah.
Came out of nowhere. Then they tried to say he had passed away. Then he disappeared, and this is the resurrection that I see. And by the way, Doom
I
has
just know
the
from
best outro of all the Clippers.
Yeah.
Stalin's my fave, but
Yeah.
I love this. I love this. I could listen to this all the time. All right.
Doom does sometimes just kind of go for like a raw climate clip. Stalin's clips are they send a message.
Right.
But Doom is a very, very good clipper.
No, they're it's really good. It's like I was annoyed with there's some Twitter person doing a parody, I guess we would call it, a satirical account claiming they're Anne Gauche, which is
Okay. Yeah, I
Steel
know.
Toe's latest slam piece.
Yeah.
And she did like a top 10 Clippers, right? Who are
Okay.
the top 10 Clippers? And I'm like, I can't vote against these guys because it's every day it's different and they're artists. So it's like you're getting different things from different people. But I guess the Clippers got into it. Then she tried to do another top 10 list. I don't remember what that was. And we got into we've had several arguments. But today, I will say she did post that Ray needed to get me on so I could prosecute Joey C for lying about the hurricane money.
Fucking prick ass motherfucking piece of shit grifter.
Unbelievable, right? All right, let's see if I can get this.
All right, watch this. I'm gonna grab some more cranberry juice.
Yeah.
I already watched all this, so I'll be able to comment in a
Let's
second.
not what do you call it? Don't come back with a runny nose. Arr. All right, messed up once again.
Yeah, so something happened. Yeah, so something happened last night. I was cleaning the house and I slipped on a wet floor, hit my fucking eyebrow on the fucking countertop, the granite countertop. Yeah, so I spent the last night at the fucking hospital. It is what it is. Whatever. You know, I was planning on fucking going live soon, but fucking why not? Why not go live now? You know?
He doesn't. He's not monetized, right?
No, he's not monetized. This guy's got he's like I think he's a musician. He was on Stuttering John's show once a long time ago. I think he just emailed Stuttering John, was like, "Can I come on your show?" And that was pretty much it. So like that was it. Yeah. And then he already looks a lot better today. I saw him today. I love Kenneth. He's a great guy. I always talk shit and shit on him all the time that we're on podcasts together. But I don't know if I quite believe this story.
No, I don't believe it either. It would be more believable if he said that Granite Countertop jumped up and hit him, as opposed
Jumped
to
up
him
and bit me.
Yeah, as opposed to him going down. And I was cleaning, right? I was cleaning. Yeah, I believe that. All right.
Honestly, dude, if I'm in Kenneth Pogue's this position and I'm like, I don't know, if I'm in Kenneth Pogue's position, I make it up, dude. I just make up some. If it really did fall on the countertop, I say I said the N-word. I said the N-word in public, and some black guy hit me with the fucking crowbar. That's my story. I'm sticking with it.
All right.
We were at Skankfest.
Kumi, they told me never say Kumi's name again.
This
When
is
I-
Kumia country.
When I first saw this, I was like, I don't know, that looks like a catalytic converter injury to me
Oh,
if I've ever
shit.
seen one.
Ooh, stealing one and got caught.
Yeah, it fell on my eye.
Oh, it fell on the eye. Ooh.
We don't need to go through the whole thing, but
No.
I have a question as an old man
Sure.
with these things, and that is with guys like, all right, so we've got this guy who's obviously got a problem with a substance or two or four.
Yeah, he's now
Right, he's an admitted alcoholic, I think.
yeah, and former meth
Right.
user.
All right, so he's
I mean, I don't know if he says he's an alcoholic, but he drinks on stream at least. I don't know if he's drinking at work.
okay. So I don't want to call anybody an alcoholic that's not, but I mean, he's admitted enough.
Yeah, he says that he drinks a lot. And he always
Right,
has
and
he always has a fifth close by.
and almost every time I've seen something where he's podcasting in the last year, since he's resurrected himself from death, he's drunk.
Yeah,
Right,
that's his shtick.
he's laying in the yard looking up at the lightning,
Or he's shrooming or something. Yeah.
Right. There was one show he was on, he passed out. He was like, oh man, and he got up and he had like a bed behind him. He just went and
Yeah.
passed out. All right, but so we got this.
Oh yeah,
guy.
and it kept and the stream was going. Yeah.
Yeah, excuse my noise, but garbage truck outside. So we've got this guy, and then you've got Ski Mask,
Mm-hmm.
right? And there's a few others, and it's like these people have
Ski Mask has been around for a long time. Ski Mask actually is the one that you were on that show with me and Jimmy, where Ski Mask, where our buddy Paul Fens was on the show with Ski. He used to be in the Ski Mask Collective, and back in 2018 or something, 2019, and that's when everybody found out about Chad because of Ski Mask / Paul Fens.
Let me close
Sure.
Let me mute for a second.
Yeah. So that's how everybody first found out about Chad, was through Paul Fens and Ski Mask. He's the one who found his criminal record and brought up the whole shit with thing. And then Ski Mask started going on MLC and talking shit to Chad. And then eventually our buddy Paul Fens retired from podcasting. He became a born again Christian, but he was a very, very funny, very good podcaster. You're muted still, just so you know. And then, but Chad, I talk a lot of shit to Chad, and he blocked me. But if he wasn't a bitch, he seems like somebody who could take my punishment. But apparently, calling him a phony too many times and calling him out for using KB's jokes too many times after charging people got to him, and he had to curate his community.
He blocked. I've been blocked so many times by him. And it's funny because it's like I'm blocked, and then I'll see a Chad Zumach tweet, and I'll go, "Wait, I guess I'm not blocked." Like, I don't know.
I know I was unblocked too for a while, but see, now what happens is if somebody blocks me, I go ahead and block them because I don't want them to be able to selectively look at my shit. So, like when you block somebody. You have the ability on Twitter to just press view and it'll show you their tweet. So there's really no point in blocking them.
Well, as of December, you're going to be able to see if you block someone, they're going to be able to see your tweets anyway.
Well, I mean, people can still see my tweets anyway because they're public. You can just go to. Well, I think now it's a little bit more difficult, but it used to be able to just, if you just have an account that's not blocked by you.
Right, but then
Then
you
you
have to
can-
have a different account, right?
Yeah, I guess nowadays, if you just go to Twitter without an account, it just shows you old tweets only, like before the Elon purchase.
Yeah, I have no idea, but as of December, Elon says your blocked tweets are whoever your blocker is going to be able to see your tweets. Because I think what was happening was
You just can't interact.
right. Because but I mean, I've had it happen to me. Right, somebody blocks you and then they tweet a ton of shit about you,
Yeah, and then you can't see it. Yeah.
and you can't see it. And well, now you're going to see it. All right. So here's my question. Right, and
Mhm.
I'm not picking on these guys, but I'm just asking. It's like, why do people? Are we contributing to the delinquency of these people? Like having them on podcasts, encouraging them. Good idea, bad idea? Do you have any opinion?
I think that you're only looking at it in the Dabbleverse sphere, the Dabbleverse sphere right now.
Looking at it in the humanities sphere is what I'm looking at it in.
Oh, just in general, you're saying that? Well, the internet is you've reached you're almost at the bottom of the internet here.
Right.
And so there's no stopping it.
No, I get it. I understand that. But why?
No,
but
I
there's encouraging it as well, right?
yeah, and that's I would say the same way you vote. Anytime you think a company's in the wrong, how do you vote? You vote with your dollars. And so you can be vocal about not sending these people money, and you can be vocal about and some of these people don't care. Like I don't think Kenneth Pogue makes any money, but he's probably trying to get monetized, and maybe he has.
Right. Or he's probably got people.
So
I got a Venmo
or
account.
Venmo,
Cash
there's,
App.
there's something.
All the alcoholics I know have Cash Apps.
Cash App blocked me because I one time tried to make a reoccurring payment with their Cash App card, and they don't allow that. And so just because of that, they completely blocked me from ever using it again, which is wild.
The only
But-
I do some work at a facility, not work, but I do some volunteer work for lack of a better.
Is it a facility?
Yeah, and no, but it's funny because the people there will ask you for money, and they always have the Cash App.
Oh God,
It's always can you send money to my Cash App? But
That's
I think
wild.
you don't have to have, maybe you don't have to have a bank account or something.
well, no. Well, Cash App, you technically don't. Oh, not nasty. Sorry. Cash App, no, you don't need to have an actual bank account because you can get a Cash App card. So everything just runs through Cash App like a debit card. And those people don't do reoccurring payments. Let me tell you, they're not on auto pay.
No, they're not. They're not. They're definitely not on auto pay. So no, I just wonder. Like I feel bad. I watch Ski Mask, and I'm like, oh, and this guy's gonna die.
Yeah. And again, like I don't really even watch a lot of these people. I know them, and I'm kind of friends with Ski Mask and Kenneth Pogue. Like I'm podcast friends with them. So the only time I ever interact with them is either on BYB or some other podcast randomly, like maybe Uncle Jack Shack or something. So
Yeah, supposedly Uncle Jack went after Kenneth, but I don't have that.
yeah, who cares? Uncle Jack's
No,
literally.
I know it's I don't know.
I love the guy, but I mean,
I'm only learning who these people are now. So
I
it's
know
like,
they're all. No, I get it. No, I know.
you
I'm
watch
not
them,
getting
you give them
mad.
a chance. Some of them you like, some of them you don't like.
Sure,
there's no
sure.
reason why I should like BYB, but I like BYB.
Sure. Wait, what? Nah, BYSB is fine. It's a little clunky at times, but it's fine. It's fun.
Well, when I
BYSB is
first
cool.
started
Those are
watching
good
it, they had
people.
like 7 or 8 people on it.
Yeah, and today too.
Never hear anything.
Today too. I even there were 4 people on. I was gonna go on. I'm like, I'll come on the next hour, and then Granny left, and then I know I went out, and then I left, and somebody else came out. So like that's kind of how it should be. There should be no more than 4 people because Lemmy doesn't really talk all that much unless it's something she's super interested about, which is like really only been Steel Toe lately. And then Quadfather basically forces her to have an opinion once or twice an episode where she's like, well, I don't fucking know, man. Fucking Sturdy John's a fucking retard. You're fucking stupid. He's an idiot. Go
Yeah.
fuck yourself.
I think, yeah, but it's like what she does talk about is stuff she cares about. So she doesn't ramble on about what she doesn't know about.
She
You
does
know?
her own show also in the mornings on Twitch. So go follow her on Twitch.
Right. I couldn't stream that much. All right. So you got anything else? You want to wrap this sucker up?
No, I think this was a
How do
great
we
first
stream
episode.
stream snipe Ray?
Oh, is he live yet?
I think so.
So you just basically literally open the thing and present and boom. Let me see if I could do it. Let's stream snipe Ray. How fun. Ah, that's fun. It's fun. It's fun.
If you say so.
Yeah, here we go.
You got it. Can you? You're a.
Yep. Oh, hold on.
I mean, I could pull it up and go from here.
Right. Wow, it doesn't let me use Firefox. Here. Whoa, he's saying he's gonna step away.
Ray?
Yeah, bring it in. Bring it up.
That's what he was.
You have to accept it into the stage.
I got it. Hold on, my friend. I think you have to unmute it.
So wait, you can't hear it?
No. Can you hear it?
Yes. I just do it on your side then. I don't know why it's not letting me remove from
Yeah, I
stage.
don't know either.
But
Ah,
try it here on your side.
oops. Sorry. I can't go from. Sorry.
I put the link in private chat if you need a link. There you go, buddy. Perfect.
Yeah, just hold on. I got the link, but I got to put it in.
And then unmute it. Yeah, you're good. Right there. You're good right there. Just click on it.
No, hold on.
Oh, why isn't it showing?
Because I have to click on it in
There you go.
And he sucks as a defensive catcher. Put in fucking Hedges at that point. The dude cannot. I don't know if that's like insulting to Bo Naylor, our fucking catcher, to like put in a defensive replacement catcher while the other team is batting. But yes, they should have. Austin Hedges is a great defensive catcher. And the fact that like Bo Naylor let like fucking 5 wild pitches go by him, it's like, can we call timeout and get a new catcher? Can we? Yeah. But yeah, that was insane. It was like fucking dumb as fuck. I agree with you. It's like, let Austin Hedges fucking catch. It's not like Bo Naylor is killing it at the plate. The dude bats. What did he bat? Like 2.
He's talking baseball.
Like 8 home runs.
He sounds,
Like,
but look,
let the
but
guy
wait,
that's
but wait.
batting 176
Look at him. Hold on.
catch that can
Yeah.
catch everything.
I gotta
So
get-
I agree with you, Stalin.
one.
It was
Wow.
insane.
My
It was
computer-
insane.
My computer.
That, like,
shit the
I don't
bed.
know if
Hold
they
on one
want.
second.
I
Okay,
don't know
no
if that
problem.
was like going to be an insult to like have a fucking pinch.
And to run these streams, you might have to have more RAM on your computer, just so you know.
No, I don't. I'm not have. That's not the problem.
Okay, cool.
The problem is me.
And then maybe get a second monitor now is what you need.
Yeah, but it's a me problem. But
It's okay.
I don't know why. I didn't mean to stop it. Ray looks like
Yeah.
he's got he's having trouble getting his lips to work the way his mouth is working. He might have had
A little something.
a little something. He's got a
Look.
very.
Okay, now I've seen myself on podcasts when I do coke, okay?
Mhm.
And I do like I have this look like this a lot where I'm just like this, like it's kind of my eyes are a little open and my eyebrows are a little raised, and it's not very noticeable, but it's super noticeable mean. And I'm telling you, Stuttering John, he's been doing, I think he's been doing a lot of blow lately. I think he was doing it on the episode with Clay a couple days ago, and I think he's been doing it a lot lately.
In
So-
my limited experience, older guys that all of a sudden start drinking Red Bull a lot are also guys that have been like they don't have any of their substance. So
Yeah.
while
yep,
they're
yep,
waiting
yep,
for
yep.
the delivery man to come,
The million Red Bulls. Like
And
they
all
never
of-
liked the taste of coffee growing up.
and all of a
Yeah.
sudden it's like Red Bull, even if they like coffee, because Red Bull gives you a different kind of
It does. It gives you that anxiety, that panic attack, heart fucking racing.
right, and
That
that's part-
cocaine lovers.
right
like-
that you love, right? That's one of the great, I mean, it's a great feeling.
It is.
The white stuff, but it's also hell on your heart.
Yeah, and that's basically what cocaine does. Technically, some people can do some cocaine their whole life and not have any issues, but unfortunately, you could be 40 or 38 or 65 or 75, and then one day you'll just boom, and it won't, and you won't even be doing it. It'll just have taken its toll on your heart.
What a cardiologist tell me a story one time about
You get
Wall
about a
Street-
billion beats. You get about a
yeah.
billion beats in your life, and cocaine just brings those beats quicker.
What's what they say about almost every mammal has like a billion beats,
Mhm.
and that's why elephants live so long because they like
Slow ass heart rates.
and a mouse like it never stops,
Yeah. And that's why guys that like I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a thing. Ooh, look at that. Trying to think of a thing where somebody has to lower their heart rate a lot. I mean, stress-free people live a long time, right? And the less stress you have, the less your heart's pounding all the time.
Yeah, I was
So-
at when we were in Zion. I was talking to a guy, and his average heart rate was like 50 beats a minute.
Yeah, those guys are crazy. Like those fucking like Zen, like yoga people, Zen people are like constantly like in meditation, meditation.
And athletes,
Fucking meditation. Yeah, athletes too, because the cardiovascular exercise that they do get, because of that cardiovascular exercise, everything they're doing the rest of the time is at just like a normal pace. Like they don't exert themselves doing anything else, essentially.
right? Builds muscle and not all
Yeah.
the other crap.
Yeah.
All right, my friend, let's end it.
Shmuley, this was great, buddy. You're great.
All right, and tomorrow I'll try to do it, or Wednesday, and without as rough a start. But
Yeah, let's try not to do Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, like right up against
BYB.
but I'm down to go on after them anytime. So maybe
Yeah.
we could siphon their people.
Yeah, I mean, I might do just odds and ends just to get
Yeah.
some
No,
streaming experience.
I'm
so,
too. I am too.
You know,
Well, this is
All righty,
great,
buddy. I'll
Let's
see
try
you
to get a
tomorrow.
logo for you and an intro and all that stuff.
will-
I'll help you with anything. I'm already
I
gonna
will-
clip this.
I will.
I'm already gonna clip me talking shit about fucking Liam and put it on my channel. I'll send you the
All right,
clip you can
cool.
put on your
Well-
channel also.
Go with your Armenian god.
Yes, thank you, sir. No, it's not. We're Christians, actually. Good Christians.